Okay, let's unpack this. We really have to talk about NVIDIA.
Oh, definitely.
It's just one of the most incredible stories in tech recently, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, a company known mostly to gamers, right, for graphics
For
cards.
years. A niche name.
And then, almost overnight, it feels like,
Right.
it becomes the absolute backbone of this AI revolution.
Yeah, the stock price just skyrockets, headlines everywhere. It's wild.
It is. And what's really fascinating, or maybe telling, is the emotion it often triggers, that FOMO.
Oh, the fear of missing out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That real gut punch feeling when you see that kind of win and think, man, why wasn't that me?
It is so easy to fall into that trap, isn't it?
It really is.
And that feeling, it can push you to, chase the next hot thing, make rash decisions.
Instead of smart ones.
Yeah. But look, this deep dive isn't about looking back with regret or like wishing we had a time machine to buy shares.
No, not at all.
Our source for today, actually, the Lessons Learned YouTube channel, they have this great video on finding the next big AI stock, frames it really differently.
Which is crucial. The mission today really is to unpack the NVIDIA story not as some missed boat,
Yeah.
but as a huge lesson.
A lesson in what? Innovation, preparation.
Exactly that, innovation and preparation. The goal is to move past chasing yesterday's winners
Right.
and instead get equipped, get the insights for a solid long-term strategy for the next opportunities.
And specifically in the AI ecosystem, right? Focusing on software and data.
That's the angle, yeah, particularly software and data.
Okay. Because fundamentally, you haven't missed out unless you just stop learning, stop participating.
Well said.
So this deep dive is really about getting ready for the future, not dwelling on the past.
Right. So when we talk about being ready, the source is pretty clear.
Yeah.
The next wave in AI, probably software and data, not just the hardware.
Okay, so NVIDIA built the superhighways for AI. That makes sense.
Yep, the infrastructure.
But now the race is for who builds the smart cars, the services running on those highways.
That's a great analogy. And that shift, it means the focus moves to practical AI applications.
Tools that businesses can actually use.
Precisely. Tools to make smarter decisions, create new products, all leveraging that hardware foundation NVIDIA gave us.
So the real opportunity now, according to the source, is in companies really pioneering new stuff within that ecosystem. Big data analytics, maybe.
Yes, especially big data analytics. Think about predictive analytics algorithms.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, maybe a retail chain forecasting demand better by analyzing sales data, but also weather patterns, social media trends,
Pulling it all together.
or optimizing, say, public transport routes by predicting traffic flow, stuff like that. The AI software frontier is still really young.
So the race for leadership there is wide open.
Very much so.
Okay, so for anyone listening, for investors, this means digging deeper, right? Looking past the big hardware names, maybe finding companies that are actually changing how industries work.
Exactly. And the source points to a couple of really interesting examples here.
Okay, like who?
Well, one standout they mentioned in the AI software race is Palantir Technologies, ticker PLTR.
Palantir. Okay, I know the name. They started with pretty secretive government work, didn't they?
They did, building platforms like Gotham, which intelligence agencies use for counterterrorism, and Foundry, that's their commercial platform for enterprise data.
Right, but now they're pushing hard into the commercial world.
Yeah, bringing those really powerful tools to airlines, pharma companies, you name it,
Yeah.
helping them solve these massive, messy data challenges.
How do they actually do that? What's special about their approach?
Well, what stands out is how deep their integration goes. They build something they call an ontology.
An ontology. What's that?
It's basically like a digital twin of the client's entire operation. It pulls in data from all over the place, no matter how messy or unstructured,
Okay.
and unifies it, tags it with metadata. This lets their AI find patterns and make predictions across information that was previously stuck in silos.
Wow. Okay, so their software becomes incredibly sticky, as they say.
Extremely sticky. Once a company integrates Palantir deeply, it's really hard to replace because it fundamentally changes how they operate. It reorganizes things.
That sounds powerful, almost like a competitive moat right there.
It really is.
But you mentioned their government roots. That does spark some debate, doesn't it? Privacy concerns, data use.
It does, absolutely. Those concerns are primarily around privacy and how data is used, especially given their history with intelligence agencies. That's a factor.
But for their commercial clients.
For commercial clients, the value proposition seems pretty clear. They offer this unparalleled data integration and analytical power for really complex problems.
So the move into the commercial sector is seen as this huge growth opportunity because the software gets so deeply embedded.
Exactly. Their aim, really, is to become the essential operating system for the modern enterprise.
That's ambitious.
Very. And if they pull it off, that competitive moat could mean dominance in the AI software market for years to come.
Okay, that's a strong vision. What about the other one the source mentioned, C3.ai? Ticker symbol AI, which is easy to remember.
Right. C3.ai also gets a lot of buzz.
How does it differ from Palantir? What's their angle?
It's quite different, actually. Palantir offers these highly customized, deep integration solutions. C3.ai is more about a platform of ready-to-use AI applications.
Like an app store for enterprise AI.
That's a good way to think about it, yeah. Almost like an app store. It's led by Thomas Siebel, a Silicon Valley veteran.
Oh yeah, Siebel Systems, I remember him.
Right. So C3.ai's goal is to make AI more accessible, especially for businesses that might not have deep in-house technical resources.
Okay, so they offer industry-specific apps like plug-and-play AI almost?
Kind of. Helping companies optimize supply chains, manage energy grids, predict equipment failures, enabling an airline to predict when a jet engine part might fail before it happens.
Which saves huge amounts of money and downtime, obviously.
Immense costs, yeah.
So C3.ai is really about making sophisticated AI more approachable, sort of democratizing it for more businesses.
That seems to be the core idea, yes. Democratizing it.
And they've got partnerships with Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure that must give them significant reach.
Absolutely. Those partnerships are key to expanding their market access.
Okay. Now, the stock has been pretty volatile, I think.
It has seen some volatility, yes, but C3.ai's vision is clear. Become the go-to provider for enterprise AI apps.
So if that demand for off-the-shelf, tailored AI solutions really takes off.
They're certainly well-positioned. It's a different bet on AI's future than Palantir, but still a compelling one.
Interesting. Two different approaches to tackling that software layer.
Exactly. And what sets both Palantir and C3.ai apart, really beyond just slapping the AI label on things, is that they solve real complex business problems, helping organizations save actual money, boost efficiency, get ahead of competitors.
And you mentioned that stickiness factor again.
Right. The software, once it's integrated, it's just hard to replace. That creates reliable, recurring revenue.
The SaaS model. Software as a service.
That's it. It brings stability, predictability, and there's a network effect too, right?
How so?
Well, as more clients use their platforms, especially the AI parts, the models get fed more data. They get smarter, more accurate.
Creating a positive feedback loop.
Exactly. Which makes it really tough for newcomers to catch up if they don't have access to that same wealth of data and those refined algorithms.
And it's not just the tech, is it? The source probably emphasizes leadership, too.
Oh, absolutely. Leadership matters a lot. Both companies are led by, real visionaries, people with deep experience and bold plans.
Like Alex Karp at Palantir. His focus seems almost relentless, integrating deeply even if it means losing money initially.
Right, creating that almost unassailable moat you mentioned.
And Thomas Siebel at C3.ai, with his mission to make AI accessible, bringing in top talent, forging those big partnerships.
It's that long-term strategic conviction, not just a flashy product demo. That's often the real differentiator.
So investing in these kinds of companies, or any company really, it's as much about the people behind it as the technology itself.
I'd say so. Strong leadership with a clear long-term vision. That can turn a good idea into an industry leader. That's often the secret sauce.
Okay, so this is all fascinating context on Palantir and C3.ai as examples, but bringing it back, what does this all mean for someone trying to find the next big thing in the AI ecosystem? How do you even start?
Well, first off, the source really stresses starting with what you genuinely understand or what interests you.
Okay, so connect it to your own knowledge base.
Yeah. Are you fascinated by AI in healthcare? Or logistics? Or customer service? Start there.
And then do the homework.
Absolutely. Visit the company websites, definitely read their annual reports, listen to investor calls, really try to get how they make money.
What unique problem are they solving with AI?
Exactly. And if you can't explain their core business simply, maybe it's too complex for you to invest in confidently right now.
That makes sense. Look for clarity.
And look for concrete signs of growth, of course.
Yeah.
And competitive advantage.
Like, is revenue going up consistently?
Do they have a clear path to actually making a profit?
And what makes their AI solution better or stickier than the competition? Is it special data, unique algorithms, depth industry know-how?
All good questions.
Yeah.
And crucially, diversify. Please diversify.
Don't put all your eggs in one AI basket.
Definitely not. Spread your investments across different AI areas, maybe some hardware exposure, some software, maybe some AI-driven data services.
Then for beginners or people who don't want to pick individual stocks.
For beginners, or even just for easier diversification, low-cost index funds or ETFs are great. Ones that track broad tech sectors or innovation themes.
So you get exposure to overall AI growth without having to be an expert stock picker.
Precisely. Instant diversification.
Okay, so those are things to do. What about things to avoid? Smart investing, especially in a hot field like AI, must be as much about avoiding mistakes.
Oh, hugely. The source emphasizes this too. Number one, don't let hype or that FOMO drive your decisions. Easier said than done sometimes.
Right, when everyone's talking about something.
But the market will have ups and downs, especially with tech. Stay calm during downturns if your long-term thesis hasn't changed. Trust the plan.
And avoid chasing hot tips without doing your own research.
Yes. By the time a stock tip hits the mainstream, the really big gains might already be history. Do your own homework. Always.
And a really basic one, but critical. Never invest with borrowed money.
Never, ever. Only use capital you can genuinely afford to potentially lose. It sounds basic, but
In exciting, volatile markets, people forget.
people forget. Stick to the fundamentals.
And think long term, right? This isn't get rich quick.
Absolutely. AI is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't invest money you know you'll need next year for, say, a down payment.
And try not to obsessively check your portfolio every day.
Please don't. It just adds stress. Review it quarterly, maybe twice a year. Focus on the big picture.
Because the real rewards in these kinds of disruptive technologies come from patience, letting things mature.
Patience and discipline. Letting innovation compound over years. Stick to your plan, adjust it thoughtfully based on new information, not noise, and let time do the heavy lifting.
That's how real wealth gets built in these evolving landscapes like AI.
That's the idea.
You know, thinking about it, the NVIDIA story, it really isn't just about a stock, is it?
No, it's much bigger than that.
It's this powerful reminder of just how relentless the pace of innovation is and the power of being prepared for whatever comes next.
That's a great way to put it. Being prepared.
And maybe the best investment you can ever make ultimately is just in your own knowledge.
Couldn't agree more.
To read widely, listen intently, just stay endlessly curious about how technology is reshaping everything.
Keep learning. Always.
And, you know, investing is accessible. It's not just for the wealthy or insiders. Everyone can participate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The tools are there. The information is increasingly there.
So the most important step is simply to start, even if it's small, because you're investing in your future.
One informed step at a time. That's the way.